What is going on, everyone? Zero again, here for you, some Call of Duty Ghost, and another episode of Chem Strike Saturday. Chem Strike Saturday is, of course, a weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in Chem Strikes, and it's a win-win for everybody. You know, the people that post up the Chem Strikes and send them to me, they get some exposure to their channel. I get an awesome video to post in terms of a gameplay, and my subscribers get an awesome gameplay to watch. It's a win-win for everybody all around. And this particular Chem Strike was sent in by a guy named Bazonka, who is now a 3-time guest here on Chem Strike Saturday. His first Chem Strike sent in was with the P226 pistol, where he got a free-for-all pistol-only Chem Strike. And then he came back a couple weeks later with a 1 minute and 52-second long AK-12 Chem Strike, which is absurd. And here we are again, a few days after the Onslaught DLC comes out, and he actually has a Chem Strike with the Maverick assault rifle. Insane, right? Brand new gun, got Chem Strike already. He got it with like an hour of having the DLC. He's a fantastic player. But before we start talking about the Maverick rifle, before we start talking about this Chem Strike in particular, I guess, we should actually talk about Bazonka. And also, just as importantly, another subscriber and another Chem Strike Saturday veteran named Levithan. So both Levithan and Bazonka have both been featured on Chem Strike Saturday 3 times each. And as much as I hate to do this, I gotta nerf the both of you, man. I gotta nerf you. You guys are OP. You guys are too OP. You send in too many good gameplays. And I want to make sure, like, to get the full benefit of Chem Strike Saturday, I want to make sure as many people can get in, as many people can post up their Chem Strikes here on my channel as well. And so for a few weeks at least, I'm going to have to not take submissions from the two of you, because you guys have already been on here 3 times. You both have great channels. There's a link in the description to both Levithan and both Bazonka, because they both have great channels. But I'm just going to try and make sure I'm getting Chem Strikes posted from as many people as possible, and not just the same guys every week. Does that make sense? I think it's in the effort of fairness and sportsmanship. I think we're going to try and nerf you guys for a few weeks at least, because you guys are sending in far too many good gameplays. So I want to post this up because with a new weapon, something a lot of people are going to be interested in. But the Chem Strike itself is a pretty self-explanatory one. It's a pretty basic one. So Levithan, the guy the other subscriber I'm talking about that's been on Chem Strike Saturday a bunch of times, he actually has a Chem Strike on this map as well, which is also on Chem Strike Saturday. And he does the exact same thing that Bazonka does here in this video. It's pretty self-explanatory when you play Domination, right? When you have Domination, you want the B flag, and you need one of the back flags, be it A or C. And then, where the enemy team's trapped at one flag, and you run through that flag, and you kill them over and over. That's what Domination is. That's how it's been played ever since, well, as far as my memory goes, 2007 with Call of Duty 4. That's how Dom's played. Whatever half of the map the Domination of that the enemy team is at, that's where you go. And Freight is kind of particularly easy to do so. It's one of the more old school style laid out maps. It's one of the more balanced maps in the game, in my opinion. I actually think isn't like the esports rules, isn't Domination on Freight actually one of like the competitive game modes? Like that's one of the things people play because it's so balanced. It's so like old school and retro and just balanced in that regard that it's actually part of esports. I'm not sure about that. You guys can answer for that me in the comments, but I'm pretty positive. I remember reading that somewhere. But yeah, it's a really balanced map. It's fantastic for Domination. But it's pretty simple. There's buildings on each side, and whatever side the enemy team is at, you just go in their buildings. Me personally, if I had to give you guys like a personal recommendation, I'm definitely going to say try and get the enemy team at the A flag. You're going to see a lot of his kills came from when they were here at the A flag. It's just simpler to me. I don't know why to kill them at the A flag. Probably mainly because their main focus of a spawn point is actually on the A flag. So if you know where the A flag is, he's aiming towards it right now. It's actually just kind of like this little field area. It's not a very big field, but it's a little tiny field, maybe a yard if you want to call it that. And that is where the enemy team spawns for the most part. They'll spawn there. Typically, they'll either run into the building right in front of them, which he's looking at, or they're going to run up the ramp and get on top of those big shipping containers. That's really where they only come from in Domination here on Freight when they have only the A flag. So keep that in mind, drill that into your head. It's a great way to do well on this map. And right there, we've got the Chem Strike already. It's a brand new freaking gun. And he's got the Chem Strike already, and now you got a taste of, if you don't really know, you just got to see the field a little bit there towards the A flag. But that's basically how well you want to do. And a fun tidbit about this particular gameplay, which we're going to be fast forwarding here towards the end of this gameplay, is that he didn't end a Chem Strike. He actually went on for quite a long time with that kill streak. We fast forward here, as we usually do on Chem Strike Saturday, to where he actually calls in the Chem Strikes. You guys can see that as well as the final score. But he actually went on a 44 kill streak, so after he got the Chem Strike, he ended up getting another 20 kills on top of that in the same life. And so if you guys want to check that out, there's a link in the description to Bazonka's channel if you guys want to watch his full gameplay, be able to see the entirety of the 44 kill streak, and see some other videos from him, some great Chem Strike actions, some all-around high-scoring, amazing gameplays in his channel. So if you guys want to go ahead and check him out, definitely a good player. Probably better than me, because, I don't know, I just don't put too much time into COD Ghosts this year. Just Call of Duty this year isn't so much fun, but he's enjoying it, he's doing well on it, and he's got some sick and amazing gameplays, and I think you guys should go and check out his channel. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday. And if you did, be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. We've got a final score of 55-3, which is just a fantastic score, 55-3 from Bazonka. If you guys would like to send in your guys' Chem Strikes for next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, be sure to follow everything you see on your screen right now. Make sure you make the video with no commentary, no color correction. If you understand what this means, disable resample, which will take away ghosting, which is awful, and I really prefer it if you send it to me at 60 FPS so that there's no actual, like, framing and ghosting. It's just awful. Upload to YouTube as unlisted. Link me in a personal message here on YouTube. And there we go. It's a really amazing one. I like to post them up. There's actually a bunch of really good ones sent in for this week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday. So if you sent it in to me before, but I didn't post it up that week, don't worry. I'm still going to go through them. There were so many that were sent in this week that I had to kind of stop it at 3. And so if you guys sent in episodes for this week's Chem Strike Saturday, there's a chance that you might be on next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, because there's some really good ones that were sent in but aren't going to be featured this week, so keep an eye on that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. That new Maverick weapon, it's really freaking good, right? If you want to check out Bazonka, there's a link on the screen right now to his channel. There's also a clickable link in the description if you want to go to his channel from there and check out some awesome, amazing, high caliber, high scoring gameplay. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 grand rocks, that's how I roll. I got one gear, go. Are you bipolar?